This was a monster that lived in the snow of Everest. You might already know that, but what you probably don't know is where did the word Yeti even come from? The word Yeti comes from a language where Yu means rock, and Ti means animal, the creature that lives among rocks. This photo was taken almost 70 years ago, in 1951. Years ago, a group of explorers set out to discover the best routes to climb Mount Everest. This group included Edmund Hillary, who, with Tenzing Norgay, became the first men to reach Everest summit. Also in the group was Eric Shipton, who took the very first photo of Yeti footprints. Together with his companion Michael Ward, he spotted strange footprints in the Menling Basin of Nepal. They didn't have any measuring tape to size the prints, because they hadn't gone looking for the Yeti, they were there for mountain climbing. So, to show the size of the footprint, they placed an ice axe next to it while taking the photo. The Yeti has been incredibly famous for many years. People want to know about it, search for it, but no one's been able to catch it. After these photos were published, many investigators traveled to the Himalayas to verify if the footprints were real or not. The Nepalese government even issued hunting licenses for the Yeti, but this Yeti isn't caught so easily, and who even knows if it really exists or not. What is the Yeti's true history? What's the truth behind these footprints? So buckle up, because today's epic video is about to begin. This is the photo from 1951, and this one was taken 30 years later. This image was captured by Charles Howard Berry. He saw strange footprints in the snow but couldn't figure out what creature they belonged to. So, for research, he took photos of the prints, but even he couldn't solve the mystery. And because of this mystery, many stories were created, movies were made, books were written, even video games were developed. And the Yeti's image got twisted, depicted as a monster that hunts humans. People were told to fear the Yeti because of its massive size and its tendency to attack on sight. But Tibetan people don't believe that. They trust their ancient tales and folklore, which don't portray the Yeti as dangerous. But we're not here to talk about stories. We're here for real evidence. Evidence like footprints, handprints, or maybe even Yeti hair. Let's talk about the footprints first. Many mountaineers have taken such photos like this one from 1951. But when these footprints were analyzed further, scientists had something different to say. In 1921, Charles Howard Berry told a journalist that the footprints belonged to a large wolf. But since journalists didn't find that explanation exciting, they twisted the story and spread the idea that the prints could belong to the Yeti. But what about this 1951 photo? Do these footprints really look like a wolf's? Then Dr. Michael Ward said these were human footprints from a Tibetan man with unusual feet. But here's the real question: even if his feet were strange, why would anyone walk barefoot in the freezing Himalayas? Sure, his feet were odd, but was he out of his mind? Dr. Michael Ward also mentioned that the man might have had some deformity in his feet, which made the footprints look strange. But still, that doesn't answer the big question: who would walk barefoot in sub-zero temperatures in the Himalayas? Even if we accept that the footprints were human, the extreme weather makes it almost impossible. So now, the question remains, if the footprints weren't human or animal, then whose were they? Some say they were made by snow melting unevenly, causing distortion and making the tracks look massive and unusual. Others believe these prints are concrete proof of the Yeti's existence, a creature that hides from humans and only leaves behind rare traces. Over the years, many people have come forward claiming to have seen the Yeti, some with stories, some with blurry photos, and some even with fur samples. These samples have often been tested in labs. In most cases, the DNA turned out to belong to bears, goats, or other Himalayan animals, but in a few rare cases, the results didn't match any known species. That's where the mystery deepens. In 2014, researchers conducted a major DNA analysis on supposed Yeti remains, hair, bones, and even feces samples. The results showed a surprising match with an ancient polar bear species thought to be extinct for over 40,000 years. Tibetan monks say the Yeti is a guardian of the mountains, a spiritual creature, not meant to be hunted or captured. And maybe that's why no matter how hard scientists, adventurers, or governments try, the Yeti continues to elude everyone. Maybe the Yeti was never meant to be found. Maybe it lives only in stories. Or maybe it's watching us right now, hidden behind the misty snows, in a place where man's footsteps dare not reach. So the question still stands, is the Yeti just a myth? Or is it the greatest unsolved mystery of the Himalayas? Tell us in the comments, what do you believe? Is the Yeti real? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such thrilling mysteries and deep explorations.